We like that. Hey, Secret Sisters, welcome to eTown. So great to hear you sing.
Thank you.
We are not making it up when we have confessed our absolute devotion to sibling harmony. We just think it's the coolest.
Us too.
Yeah. Did you guys know that when you were growing up, or was it just like the whole family sings, everybody sings?
I mean, we didn't really specifically sing with one another. We were just kind of singing with our whole family in our church, and everybody that we knew could sing.
Yeah.
So it wasn't that special to us.
Yeah.
So it wasn't until we were in college, I guess, that we started kind of singing together. And we did all of this backwards. We got a record deal first and then started learning how to perform in front of people. So
Yeah.
It was very awkward at first.
Well, we talked about how you had a little awkward beginning. It was like not exactly a false start because it went great. You got signed to a big record company deal and you made a couple records and then they dropped you and then you fired your manager and then... Did you think at that point when you were like, boy, maybe we're going to have to declare bankruptcy, we don't know what's going on, did you think, okay, that was an interesting little chapter for a few years and now we're done? Did you ever think you like just stop?
Yes. I will truthfully, maybe every musician doesn't feel this way, but for the two of us, I think that that's a cyclical thing no matter how good or bad things are. You know, you go through these phases where things are terrible and unpredictable and you think, I just got to take a break. But then also, sometimes even when things are good, you're like, this is just too demanding. We both just had kids. We entered motherhood about 3 years ago at the same time. And, you know, that has been a trip all in itself. You know, we've been trying to figure out how to balance motherhood with being on the road and being away from kids. And, you know, that you can't ever just quit because it's such a part of your fabric. But as far as the kind of pursuing the dream and the success and the accolades and the stage is it comes and goes. It ebbs and flows. Your love for it kind of wanes sometimes, but it's always there.
Your timing was actually pretty good. If you're going to have a baby, you might as well spend right when the whole world shuts down and your career is not going to be impacted at all. That was pretty smart of both of you. Yeah.
Yeah, that actually did happen. We had our first children about the same time, about 4 months apart.
But we didn't plan it like that.
Yeah.
I should have.
No, that wasn't planned. And then we got pregnant again at the same time, which was even weirder, because those babies were about 3 weeks apart. So,
wow.
Yeah, we do everything together.
Yeah.
Literally everything.
So did you guys share a room when you were growing up?
Yes.
Yeah, you
yes.
did. But just the two of you or more kids?
Just the two of us. Hallelujah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
And your family, I mentioned, was musical. Am I right that your grandpa was in the Happy Valley Boys?
Yeah. So our granddad and a couple of his brothers and a cousin of theirs, they were kind of in this gospel bluegrass quartet. Our dad was in a gospel quartet when we were growing up, and he's actually a performing member of the bluegrass band Iron Horse. And so they're actually pretty big out here in Colorado. They might have bigger crowds than we do, actually. But yeah, we just kind of...
That would be annoying.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is. We were like, can we open for you
Yeah.
or something? But no, it's, you know, we've just, like she said, we've always been around it. So it's just kind of second nature. It doesn't seem... I don't want to say that it doesn't seem special, but we just are so used to it that, you know...
No, it sounds like you've been doing it a long time, which you have, just not intentionally.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And meanwhile, Brandy called. Things got better. You were recording up at her place up in the Northwest, hanging around with a bunch of those kinds of people. New experiences for you.
Yeah.
Learning about astrology and all kinds of stuff.
Right. They took us down all sorts of roads.
The Seattle kids do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what a great testament to your singing that from afar she was inspired by what she heard, and reached out and brought you guys along for the ride.
Yeah, especially for her to be the vocalist that she is. You know, we had done a couple of records with, you know, really, really fantastic, immensely gifted producers. But our experience recording with Brandy was different because she comes from that live vocal place. You know, she's such a professional at it. And so we learned so much about vocal delivery and how to kind of manipulate our voices in new ways that we had never really done before. And we are the singers we are today because of that specific influence of hers.
That's so cool to have a mentor like that who can step in and really, really make a mark. So things are doing better. You've got 2 kids each.
Yeah.
And that makes traveling complex.
Yes.
Well, we haven't done a lot of it since they were born, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
We just dump them off on their grandparents and their dads. It works out.
There you go. There you go. The extended family thing. It's really works most other places in the world, but it's not so common here.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, maybe in Florence, Alabama it is.
Yeah, we're very fortunate
Yeah.
to have a good community of people.
Yeah.
So.
Well, listen, we're fortunate to be able to hear you guys, and we're going to hear some more. So let's get back to music. I know you've got your album, which is called Saturn Return, and then you've got an EP that's out, just 4 songs.
Yes.
That is called something else.
Quicksand.
Quicksand.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's another challenging subject.
Yes, indeed.
For those who are worried about their career. Yeah. But
yeah, we're not afraid of the subject matter.
no, I can tell. I can murder ballads and quicksand.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're running
Straight
out
to
of
the
we're
top.
running out of dark subjects though.
Yeah.
So
No, there's plenty. Trust me. Well, listen. Welcome back. If you would, please welcome back to eTown, the Secret Sisters.